They lied to you every single time someone told you to dream big. Write your goals on a whiteboard and visualize the finish line. They were setting you up to fail. You see it every January. Millions of people writing down exactly what they want to achieve, feeling that rush of excitement, and then quitting before the month is even over. Why does this happen so predictably? Because nobody tells you the ugly truth about what it actually takes to get there. Think about that. Setting a goal is easy. It is comfortable. It releases a rush of dopamine in your brain that makes you feel like a champion before you have even done a single minute of actual work. But that feeling is a trap. We are sold this idea that the goal itself is the magic key, that if you just want it bad enough, it will materialize. But let's look at reality. Every single athlete who steps onto the field wants to win the championship. Every entrepreneur who starts a company wants to build an empire. Every person who steps into the gym wants to be in the best shape of their life. The winners and the losers have the exact same goals. So, if the goal does not separate the great from the average, what does? It is the system, the boring, unglamorous, brutal daily routine. We obsess over the finish line, completely forgetting that the finish line is an illusion until you build the bridge to get there. If you want to achieve something massive, you need to stop staring at the horizon and start looking at your feet. You should spend 10% of your time defining the target and 90% of your time building the ruthless daily discipline required to execute. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your daily systems. But building those systems is where most people break because they fundamentally misunderstand how change works. They love making lists of what they are going to do, waking up at 5 in the morning, reading a book a week, building a business, but they fail to realize that you cannot have your new life while desperately holding on to your old one. You cannot simply add a massive, life-changing pursuit to your already full schedule without something else breaking. This is the reality of sacrifice. Time is finite and energy is finite. If you want to introduce greatness into your life, something comfortable has to die. Nobody makes a list of what they're going to destroy. Are you willing to sacrifice your weekends? Are you willing to sacrifice the approval of friends who want you to stay exactly as you are? Are you willing to give up sleep, mindless entertainment, and the safety of your comfort zone? A goal without a scheduled sacrifice is nothing but a fantasy. If you do not intentionally choose what you are going to give up, you will eventually give up on your goal just to stay comfortable. And let's be honest, staying comfortable is deeply tempting, especially when the initial excitement fades and the reality of the work sets in. When your alarm goes off in the cold and the dark, simply visualizing a positive future often isn't enough to drag you out of bed. The promise of a reward sometimes lacks the urgency required to forge iron discipline. When the light isn't enough to guide you, you have to learn how to use the dark. You need an anti-goal. Look around at the average existence. Look at the people who gave up on their dreams, settling for a life of quiet desperation, endlessly complaining about their circumstances, but doing absolutely nothing to change them. Create a crystal clear picture in your mind of exactly what your life will look like in 5 years if you stay lazy, if you stay undisciplined, if you keep hitting the snooze button and breaking promises to yourself. Visualize the deep, hollow ache of regret. Feel the crushing weight of your wasted potential. Human beings are wired for survival. We will run a lot faster and harder when a tiger is chasing us than when we are chasing a butterfly. Let the absolute terror of being average be the fire that forces you to execute. When your motivation completely dies, use that dark fuel to propel you forward, day after day, year after year, until you finally reach the summit. But even then, there is one final trap waiting for you at the top, a trap that breaks people right when they think they have won. Society sells you this massive lie that crossing the finish line will magically fix you. that hitting the financial milestone, getting the body, or winning the trophy will cure your insecurities and make you permanently happy. This is the arrival fallacy. The crushing reality is that the day after you achieve your biggest goal, you will wake up as the exact same person. The trophy will eventually get dusty. The money hits the bank account, and shortly after, the thrill vanishes. If you hated the journey, if you despised the daily grind, and only suffered through it for the reward at the end, the destination will feel entirely empty. True fulfillment does not live at the finish line. It lives in the struggle. It is found in the dark mornings, the repeated failures, the resilience you build, and the brutal discipline required to just keep going. The real prize is not the shiny object at the end of the road. The real prize is the indestructible person you must become in order to get it. So, stop staring at the mountain peak. Stop looking for shortcuts that do not exist. Define exactly what you want. Decide what you are willing to destroy to get it. Take a long look at the nightmare of mediocrity closing in behind you and start walking. The work is waiting.